Hello, and welcome back to the Ember Island Collector. Today, we're doing another board game unboxing. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you like this kind of Avatar-related content. But, if you're new to my channel, you probably haven't seen my Oh My Cabbages board game review. Now, I unboxed that one and went through all the details of what exactly was included in this, as well as the artwork. So, if you're interested to know more about that, go check out that video. But today, we're going to be doing Uncle Iroh's Dream. Now, both of these games came out at Box Lunch and Hot Topic, because Hot Topic is a partner of Box Lunch and vice versa. And so these retailed at two different price points. I believe Oh My Cabbages had, I think, $19.90, but I have to check. And then Uncle Iroh's Dream comes out to be $24.90. So not too bad for a board game. This box is smaller. It is heavier though, which is really fun. I always thought that one was heavier when I first got this packaging. It turned out this one's heavier. Right now you can't really buy them online. They're out of stock online, but you can find it at either your local Hot Topic or local Box Lunch. I've noticed it's a lot easier to find these games at Box Lunch than it is to find a Hot Topic. I think certain box lunches will have Oh My Cabbages and Uncle Iroh's Dream. I've noticed that a lot of Uncle Iroh's Dreams are still in stock at your local box lunch, so feel free to check it out. So yeah, let's get started. And we're back. So, I took off the plastic wrap, as you can see, it's just easier to see. And as we can tell, first of all, we have the After Last Airbender logo, and then we have Uncle Iroh's Dream on here, that's what the game is called, and then we have our main cast of characters, minus Suki, of course. We have Aang, we have Zuko, we have Iroh, we have Katara, Sokka, and Toph, and they're kind of wearing their end of the series wears. We see Katara in her clothes from the finale. We see Aang in his clothes from the finale. I believe Zuko, I think, is in the same clothes in the finale. But then we can see over here, we have the gameplay. So we see that it takes 15-20 minutes, 3 to 10 players, ages 7 and up. And then we can see also here who was developed by. So it's developed by Mark Goldner, Rachel Corson, and Robert Gross. And then it's developed by Golden Bell Presents Golden Games. So I've actually talked to Rachel. She reached out to me on Instagram after I did my last review. She's super nice. Her artwork's really nice. I'll put a link to her handle down below. And I've also talked to Mark, and he's also pretty chill as well. It's obvious the people who are behind these games really do care about the product that they put out, and they're really passionate about these kind of things. And I can see it because I've played Oh My Cabbages, not to bring that up because this is not the Oh My Cabbages. There'll be another video for that. But like Oh My Cabbages has a lot of detail to it. I know that some people were saying that their cards had inaccuracies to them, and I didn't notice that when I was playing the game for the first time. This game is really intense to play, so I do know that like if you're playing this game as a casual fan, you're also a casual game person, it probably wouldn't be for you. It's definitely more of those people who have played like either strategy games. I think the Oh My Cabbages is very much a strategy and kind of a math game because you have to add up points a lot, so like that's kind of a deterring factor if you don't like math. Like I was playing with my younger sister, and she absolutely hated that you had to count up how many cabbage stands you got after each round. Hated that whole experience. I think that threw her off from playing it again with me, which means I can't play with anyone else because she's the only other person I can play it with. So there's that. But going back to Uncle Iroh's Dream, this game is supposed to be a lot different from Oh My Cabbages. Oh My Cabbages had a unique board game, unique kind of play. I believe Uncle Iroh's Dream, however, is more on the lines of like it's a storytelling game. So let's look at we're looking at the back of this box. Also, if you look at the artwork on the side, we have Iroh and Zuko over here, and it just continues like very similar to Oh My Cabbages. It's just the same on all 4 sides. I think one thing maybe I like to note out is that Zuko kind of looks a little bit off. I don't really know what it is, to be honest, but something seems off. And I just can't put my finger on him. I know people are saying like Iroh looks off too, but like Box Lunch literally has his Iroh for every single one of the merchandising options. Like if you see I think I'll put a picture here, but if you see the picture of the coach jacket that they have, this is literally the exact Iroh they're using. So he definitely doesn't look like Iroh from the TV show, but he is the Iroh in merchandising. So there's that. I've always noticed that avatars had like a disconnect kind of from when they do their merchandise versus their actual characters in the TV show. I don't know why that is. Let's get back into this. So let's read what it says in the back here. It says, what if every character in After Last Airbender got their own untold story after Sozin's comment? What if you and your friends could be the ones to bring these stories to life? Inspired by the best moments from Nickelodeon's epic animated series, pour a cup of calming jasmine tea and help Aang, Katara, and Zuko, and even Iroh achieve their dreams in this creative storytelling game. In Uncle Iroh's dream, follow the wise Firebender's sage advice and craft your own cartoon stories using characters, locations, events, animals, and special item cards. Save your favorite written stories as memories and use the White Lotus tile, the Avatar State, and Appa tokens to make your story more unique. And then we can see in the back here we have Iroh again, looking the same as he did in the front in his Jasmine Dragon wear. And then we see like they have cards here that tell you the character, events, locations, animals, items, a little timer, and then we have other things here. I don't know, we'll see what those are. It comes with pencils and a rare notepad, which is probably good because it's a game where you write a story. And then over here we have all the copyright information over here, Viacom. And then we also here we have the components. The components are 560 mini cards, 1 paper pad, 4 pencils, 1 sand timer, 3 wooden tokens, 1 rule book, and that's it. And then we can see again here we have Golden Bell Studios and we have Golden Bell Games, and it shows you do not give this to children under 3. So yeah, very nice. And let's try opening it. This one's very interesting because it's kind of heavy. Because I wear them on Hot Topic is this thing where they put all their items in a bag and then just throw it at your door when they deliver it. So I'm surprised this one came in better shape because this one has a little bit of a crease, and that's just shipping fault. So yeah, we open this and we can see here, first of all, we have a kind of the rule book, which is very short, which I very much like because the Oh My Captures one is like 20 pages long, and I like the Oh My Captures game, but 20 pages took me forever to figure out how to play the game. But you can also check, actually, I looked this up, and Golden Bell actually has a how to play of All My Cabbages on their website. Not on their website, on their YouTube channel. So go check out that, because I wish I had before I started playing it. And we're not going to talk about My Cabbages anymore, so I'm going to put it down so we don't talk about it anymore, because we're talking about Uncle Iroh's dream. So again, we see the components again. We have the same thing. And this one breaks down the cards, though. So we have 142 character cards, 105 location cards, 159 event cards, 31 animal cards, 88 item cards, 35 in my opinion cards. Nice. And then we'll see we have 1 Uncle Iroh's Dream paper pad, 4 short pencils, 1 sand timer, 3 tokens, and 1 rule book, which I'm holding right now. Okay, so I read the rules. I was originally showing you guys this, but then I was like, I don't know exactly what this game is about. But I've read the rules now, and so I think I have a better understanding. Obviously, I haven't played it yet, which would make the experience better, but I haven't played it yet because we're opening it for the first time. So essentially, you need to shuffle all these character cards. You have 3 sets of cards. You have character, location, and event cards, and you shuffle them all up into their own separate decks, kind of similar to Clue when you have like the person, the murderer, the weapon, things like that, except it's not like Clue. That's how you separate the cards. And then essentially what players do is they grab 2 cards from each of these and they have to make up a story with these things. So they'll have a character, location, and event. So as the game progresses, one person is the avatar for that round, and so the avatar is the one who doesn't the avatar is the one who will choose the best story. The other players will choose a story based on the character, location, or event, and then they will place the cards in front of the avatar, and the avatar will choose which story is better. And then once whoever's story is the better story or the best story will get a point. And the way to win this game is to have, I think, 5 points to that. And so if you go back to the how to win page, so essentially each card counts as a point. Whoever wins the most points at the end of the game. I think what it means here is each time you win the game itself, your story itself, it gets a point, not each card itself, because then you just have 3 cards. So there's that. And then they have different variants, so it tells you how to use a token. Base game means there's a token, so the active judge will hold Avatar State token, and anyone can grab the Appa token from the center of the play at any time to trade with cards with any player, or discard a number of cards and redraw. So that's the way to play the card game. And then they have different gameplay variants, which I think I like about Golden Bell Studios games, is that they give you different varieties of how you can play the game. And I know that this is something that people do a lot in board games, but it's not really just something that you do. But we have the King Booby's Mad Genius mode, and then we also have a quote, which I think is very nice. This one, instead of appointing a player to carry the weight of being the avatar, players can just vote on which avatar story was the best. So, like, essentially, anyone goes, like, you all vote and you decide who's the best one out of this one. The T from the spirit world means this is the one where you get to write your own actual, like, this is the one that I feel like is a little bit more storytelling-esque, like, you write your own story based on the cards that are already out there. So you'll have everything there, but then you write the story. So, like, see how we have here's an example. They have, like, all these, like, items. And so they chose Uncle Iroh, they chose Jasmine Tea, and they chose Goes Penguin Sledding as their 3 cards. And they wrote Uncle Iroh Goes Penguin Sledding with Momo while drinking a cup of jasmine tea near the iceberg. So they chose those cards. So then, also the game progresses by saying that there are 2 cards dealt out in the center table. There are 2 less cards. Each round has 2 less cards dealt out in the center of the table in each round. And then, you can see here, we also have some artwork of Aang and Zuko, which I think is very accurate to the TV show, so kudos. And then we also have the Uncle Iroh and Zuko variant as well, and that one's kind of saying that you have 2 judges this time, where one is Zuko and one is Uncle Iroh. Uncle Iroh gives you points, where if you have too many Excel Prince points, you get booted out of the game. So if you have 4, then you get booted out. And then on the back, it has the in my opinion variant, which I feel like can lead to a lot of dangerous things. When it says, like, in my opinion, like, when someone says that, you know a fight's gonna happen or break out. And that one's more about, there's, like, different cards for that one. And I think that's interesting that they provide the cards for that. I don't know, I'm excited to play this with someone else. And then we can see the credits here of everyone who created the game as well. And so, thanks to the team. I mean, it looks like a fun idea. It looks exciting. So, thanks to them. The one thing about this game is that you need at least 3 players, and that's kind of downside, because a lot of times games tend to do better if you only need at least 2. It's not always obvious that you can find 3 people to play a game together, so there's that. But like, it's a storytelling game. You kind of I feel like this kind of game is the kind of game you play with your friends, like on a Friday night, you know. Kind of similar to, like, Jackbox games. And I really like Jackbox games. Those are very fun as well. We're not talking about Jackbox games. Anyway, here's what the box looks on the inside. Very simple, like, again, another, like, plain cardboard box, but, you know, it has nice vinyl around there. And then we have our tokens. So let me open this one first, because this one seems a little bit more exciting. And this one doesn't have a board, so we're not going to be switching angles for this. But first of all, we have our trusty silicone gel. I keep these in here because they keep the moisture out. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay. I don't know. I love, like, something I like about Golden Mellow games is that they have these cute tokens. And, like, look at this. This is an Appa. He's screen printed onto this, like, wooden block. It feels wooden. So we have him put on this little block, and he looks very, very cute. So that's the Appa token they're talking about. Here's the Avatar token. I believe this is when whoever's playing the Avatar will get this token. I think that will just, like, signify if you could trade cards, things like that. And then you have the pie show piece, which I think, in and of itself, is just, first of all, very nice. Like, it looks a lot like the pie show piece in the TV show, so that's really nice. Let's see. We also have the sand timer. And then we have our pencils. Okay, wait, this is way more. Hold on. What does this box... Here we go. It said it came with 4 short pencils, and I have 6 short pencils, so... There's that. Exciting for that. None of them are sharpened though, so you need to find a pencil sharpener, which I would have to find. And then here is our little writing pad. I don't know, for some reason I thought this would be bigger, so you could write more. But I guess if you write small, you can fit everything, or if you write sideways, which is also another great way of doing it. And it's all, like, bound together. You can see this is just glue, and they just glued it together. And there's a bunch of sheets in here. Very nice. I was also wondering if you can actually buy the sheets again. Because I know, like, some games, you can ask, like, if you are missing pieces from Hasbro games, like, you can just mail them, like, ask them a question, and be like, hey, I'm missing a piece for this, and they will most likely send it to you. And now, let's go into the cards themselves. They're really nicely put in here, but I think a great way to organize them when you open them, because I'm going to open the cards right now, and if I put them in the box later, they're going to be a mess, is to get rubber bands, because that's what I do when I have any card games, because it just seems like there's a lot. So let's see, here are our event cards. This is Portrait Painter, so I don't really know how that's an event. Here are another set of event cards, and this one says Ambushes, so that seems more like an event. Here's our location cards. Very nice. I like how I'm just stacking them here. here is our characters. And then here are the item cards. I thought we were gonna get an in my opinion card. Like, in my opinion cards. Yeah, because we have, well, okay. In my opinion, there's only 35, so I think we have to open these first to figure out exactly what we get. So, let's open this one first. Location cards. I don't think these are all locations. I also don't know how many cards are in each stack. One thing I like about Golden Mouse Studios is, like, I think the pieces that come with their games are very well made. It's really, hold on. I think they're very well made. I don't know why. I have, like, a thing about opening games or opening anything. Like, I get very nervous. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'll talk about how nervous I am opening something for the first time. Because, like, it's been closed all this time. I always feel bad. I know it's meant to be played. As you can see, okay, now I'm starting to see. Look. Ta-da! Items! Okay, these are still more item cards, but these are location cards. I don't know why I was very confused. So this one will show locations. And, you know, they're just, like, in that font that Avatar: Last Airbender uses. I know this font. It's like Herculeum. I use it. And it shows you, like, they have different characters on the cards, which I think is really cute. They have, like, different variations of, like, Zuko and Aang and Toph and Boomy. I never understood why Boomy was, like, in any. Because, like, if you look at any old merchandise, like, Boomy's in, like, a lot of old merchandise. I never understood why. Like, he was in there for, like, 2 episodes of season 1. Anyway, so these are location cards. Here are some of our item cards. So that's really nice. And they just have, I don't know what this is, huh? Very nice. I don't know. I think I've always... Okay, so now we're gonna open another set of cards. So you can see, you can tell now some of these cards are different because, like, they're different colors. So we see here we have another set of our item cards. So I believe here are our item card stack. And then we have more event cards. So I believe the event cards are the most... Yeah, we have the most event cards in all of this. I think it's event cards and character cards. So it shows you exactly... Oh, this is fun. Flirts with. I just shaves their head. This seems like a fun game. This seems like something that you can make really funny stories out of. I don't know. I always appreciate a really good storytelling game. And here are some items, but, like, I'm, like, showing them to you. Here's, like, all the gang. Here's Azula. It's, like, all artwork from... Oh, look at Toph has so many different poses. She's so cute. But yeah. And I don't know, these cards are very nice. They also are, like, just a very nice paper. Right now they smell nice, but that's usually how most things will smell when you get them from packaging. Anyway, we have more event cards here. Very nice. I'll put them on the events. Bloop. Stack. And I believe... Let's see what this one is. Okay. Okay, and now here's our last stack of cards. I wonder if I haven't looked at the camera back, so I don't know if you guys are seeing any of this. But here are the rest of our event cards. Again, fishing. Like, just these are more like they're action cards. So here's Katara. I love Katara. She's my girl. Slapped with magic water. These are funny. These are very similar to, like, Breaks the Ice, huh? Ah, that's the 3 of them because they break heads towards light. This is so nice because, like, it sets off a lot of, like, you could tell the people who makes these, you could tell the people who make the game very much pay attention to detail, like, exactly, like, to even put the characters, like, that are, like, to get beaten by a girl, like, you can tell, like, they, like, associated the characters they put on the card with the events, and I think it's just good. And now here are our character cards. Okay, wait a second. So I have another stack. I was like, why have I not got my In Your Opinions cards? And here are character cards as well. So we got Portrait Painter, Kyoshi Island Citizens, Kyoshi Island Children. I'm sorry, I'm not showing these to anyone. Kyoshi Island Children, Kyoshi Warriors, Young Boomy. Very fun. And then let's open our last stack of cards. Okay. And here are our last stack of cards. So we have more character cards. Ooh, ah! These are in my opinion cards. I actually want to see what's on here. So like, oh, here are animal cards, which I think are very fun because they're very similar to the character cards. And one thing I didn't like about these cards is that, hold on, let me just like pan down, is that they're all like different colors. So like green, Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, Water Tribe, the Air Nomads, because this is the thing. This is a scene in the intro where we see Aang and he just goes and hits his body into that. So here it says make the best ending, make the wisest ending, and they're all Aang here. Make the saddest ending, make the most heartwarming ending. Okay, make the smartest ending. So a lot about like endings, or like here's like make the lamest fight scene, make the cutest scene. So ending cards, ending with 2 characters, make the most mundane ending, make a better ending. I feel like that's really objective too. Making the best ending, making the ending best summer up Avatar. That's actually funny. What's it called? Bald kid beats old man. There we go. But yeah, here's some in my opinion cards. So if we look at this, we could see, hold on, let me come back a little bit, is that this is exactly what the items come in for Uncle Iroh's dream. And so I know I said I wasn't going to bring back Oh My Cabbages, but because they will make both games, I just want to do a comparison exactly of the items that we get. And I think quality-wise, it's all there. Like, I love the quality of these Golden Bell games. Like, these wooden tokens, I absolutely adore. They're not plastic, and that's really nice. I like the fact that they're screen printed on. One thing I guess my least favorite item is, like, probably this little notepad. I just think it's really small, and that's kind of my thing. Like, this isn't even a standard notepad size, but I do get, like, based on how everything was, like, put into the box, like, why it was chosen to this size, because, like, all the other cards kind of didn't fit, especially the size of the box. So yeah, I think this could have been a little bit bigger, just because some people write big, and like it's easier. And also, if you're doing it for 7-Up, like children writes very big. Overall thoughts. I think the game seems really exciting. I am more inclined to the storytelling aspect, despite the fact that I very much hate writing. So overall, is this game very much worth the price point, $24.90? Yes, I think so. I really do enjoy games that have that storytelling aspect. I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh, why would you just do that when you can do it on your own? And I think the whole point of that is like your environment kind of dictates if you're going to play a game. So yeah, like you can be like, oh, let's play a game and say like we're going to do a storytelling game, and that may or may not work out just because like maybe people aren't interested. But if you have actual pieces, it lends itself, especially people who aren't as forward with being creative. Like there are a lot of people out there who are just like, oh yeah, I'm not really creative, I can't really think of things, why would I want to play a game like that? And then you show them Quiplash and like it's the most hilarious thing you ever played in your life. So yeah, I personally really enjoyed all the pieces to this game. I like the fact that there are a lot of cards in here, so you can figure out you can come up with a lot of different ways to like make different stories. I also like the fact that you get like in my opinions, like I think this variant might be the most fun way to play in my opinion. I think I'm looking forward to playing this game a lot. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you would be interested in playing this game, or bringing back this one more time, if you'd be interested in playing Oh My Cabbages, which I know, like, I can see why people like the Oh My Cabbages game. Like, they'll like it's more would buy Oh My Cabbages versus Uncle Iroh's Dream because it just looks so fun. Because like the cabbage merchant is the funniest thing. Like people watch the show and they're like very much like, oh, like I've watched the show once. You remember the Cabbage Man. You remember him. You don't remember Uncle Iroh opening a Jasmine Dragon at the end of the show because he opened one in the middle of the show. And like also understandably, like this box is bigger, which is probably why a lot of people gravitate towards it because it is bigger and like it's cheaper, even though it's bigger. But this game, I think is definitely more up my alley. Just because, like I said, strategy games, they're interesting. I just simply don't like them all too much unless I'm playing them with a large group of people. So like very similar to like Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering. Like you just need more people to play those kinds of games or Risk. But Uncle Iroh's Dream, yeah, you need more people for this game to be enjoyable. Like, I guess you close 2 people, it's not as fun. This game, however, you just need 3. And I think that even though you need 3 people to play this game, it's just storytelling games just always have amused me a lot more, and I guess that's just in my nature. I also like to read a lot, so maybe that says a lot. Maybe that's why I like this game a lot. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you would like this game. Exactly, if you've played if you played both of these games, let me know. Maybe one day I do plan on doing an Oh My Cabbages playthrough one day. I just need to find more people who are willing to play it with me, so it's not as boring than me and my younger sister playing it together. But maybe I'll also do an Uncle Iroh's Dream, because that one's a little bit simpler to find one other person to play this game with. So yeah, let me know exactly down in the comments below what you liked about this, what your favorite pieces were about this game. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can also follow me on social media at Instagram under Ember Island Collector, not the Ember Island Collector, because I felt like it was too long of a name. Overall, love this idea of the game. Really excited for Golden Mill Games to see what else they're doing with the After Last Airbender license. If you don't know, they also are making the Appa stuffies and Momo stuffies, and they're doing an Otter Penguin stuffy that I very much want to get my hands on, so when they release it, I will buy it. But they're also doing a board game. Not board game, they're also doing a card game for the Oh My Cabbages version, so it's very similar, I guess, similar in like theory to like Monopoly Deal or Uno or anything like that. So yeah, until next time, Flamio Hotman.